Unbelievably, the 2020 release of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot means that we've now had console games based on the massively successful manga and anime series for the last 5 decades. The most recent tie-in, 2018's Dragon Ball FighterZ, also happened to be the best of a very large bunch, setting a new benchmark for recreating the show's spectacularly kinetic battles, albeit within the confines of a 3-on-3 fighter. Kakarot has no such confines. This is Dragon Ball Z on an unprecedented scale, covering the full 9-season anime saga in such detail that describing it as comprehensive would be doing it a disservice. It's an action RPG that retells all of the major arcs of the series, as many DBZ games have done before, but it also explores never-before-told backstories and non-canon scenarios, all approved by creator Akira Toriyama.
You're about to learn the hard way that effort alone isn't enough to reach my level!
For the uninitiated, Kakarot is to Goku as Kal-El is to Superman, and while that suggests an adventure devoted solely to the happy-go-lucky, inhumanly powerful Saiyan, you'll actually get to spend time controlling other regulars, including his son Gohan and arch-nemeses turned comrades Vegeta and Piccolo. Dragon Ball's vision of a futuristic Earth, or Dragon World as it's become known, is available to explore in its entirety, and you'll be grateful that everyone can fly once you see just how vast it is. Situated between DBZ's trademark open plains and rocky valleys are key areas like West City, Kame House, and the site of the legendary World Martial Arts Tournament. These are fully explorable and teeming with NPCs, as are incidental locations such as Ginger Town, whose population was once fully absorbed by Imperfect Cell. The series' off-world locations aren't ignored either. In keeping with Kakarot's beyond faithful adherence to the source material, you'll also travel to Namek, King Kai's tiny planet, and even Dragon Ball's decidedly bureaucratic version of the afterlife, Otherworld. Of course, one of the main things you'll do throughout these worlds is engage in ki blast hurling, after-image dashing, meteor combination inflicting battles, but we'll save the specifics for a future video. So what else can you get up to when you're not decimating mountains with a misplaced spirit bomb? Quite a lot, it turns out. One of your main jobs outside of combat is playing at hunter-gatherer. You can hunt wildlife, gather fruits and vegetables, and even try your hand at fishing. This being a Dragon Ball game though, everything's a little unconventional. Hunting is less stealthily taking down a buck with a rifle and more loudly battering a T-Rex with a Kamehameha, while fishing is a case of Goku using his prehensile monkey tail, which he can now reattach to his butt for some reason, and dangling it in water until you catch a gigantic fanged catfish and fling it skyward. Oh, and then you execute a flying kick on the fish to smash it into the jetty, because Dragon Ball. Occasionally, certain areas of the world will enter a frenzy state, which means that foraged goods will be more abundant for a limited time. Yes, even the humble apple can enter a frenzied state. Such is the exaggerated nature of Dragon World. The real reason for performing these activities is tied to cooking. By stopping at campfires dotted all over the map, characters can rustle up meals that provide useful temporary stat boosts that can make all the difference in battle.
I'm so hungry!
True to its action RPG status, Kakarot is also rife with side quests and mini-games to keep you distracted from the main storyline. So what if Frieza's about to annihilate planet Namek when there's baseball to be played? For those who feel like they've watched and played through the Dragon Ball Z sagas countless times already, Kakarot's side quests are a major addition, providing new glimpses into the universe by way of giving minor characters increased screen time and fleshing out previously implied or never before mentioned backstories and events. The game even pays long overdue homage to DBZ's filler episodes, including fan favourite Goku's Ordeal, whereas Saiyan Hero and Piccolo both attempt to earn their driving license with predictably destructive consequences. And finally, of course, there are the 7 titular Dragon Balls to discover too. Just like the series, they are scattered far and wide across the land, and by successfully gathering them all together, you'll be granted one wish by the mighty dragon Shenron. Keep an eye out for future Dragon Ball Z Kakarot videos, where we'll be taking a deep dive into its combat and looking at the growth and evolution of its playable characters over the course of its huge campaign.